just kept winning year after year after year, is there a certain age where you'd be like, I think it's time to hang it up, or just do you want to go indefinitely as long as you can?
I don't know. I'd like to just see kind of where I'm at, 2 years from right now. Just kind of where's the team at? What's their plan B? Where are they at with that? And then just see how competitive I am, how good do I feel, how much and how bad do I want it. I mean, all those things are just big factors in it. But I want the ability to know I can win my last race. That's going to be the deciding factor. I'm not going to wait until I start to head downward and then retire. Like, I don't want to go through a whole year of that. I understand if it just happens naturally in the second half of the final year, then it just happens. But I don't want to have to go through another season. Like, if I start tailing off at the end of next year, I'll just retire. I mean, I could retire whenever I want to retire. So I think that, I'm just going to see how things go. But ultimately, I want to get, as long a commitment as I can to JGR.
You've also mentioned 60 wins as kind of that magic number you've been chasing. That would also be top 10, tied for top 10 all time. If you do reach 60, do you have a number in mind after that, or are you just focused on reaching that at this point?
I'd love to get 60 this year. That would put me in a really good spot over the next couple years to then get into the 60s, where I think that could hold up for quite some time until someone young comes in and moves up the list. But it's going to continue to get harder and harder as the field gets closer and closer. The wins are going to get more spread out. We're not in the era of 3 competitive cars and 4 competitive drivers. Like, it's just wins are always going to get more spread out now than what they are back in the 60s, 70s, and in those days. So I'd like to firmly get in there and then make people chase it from that point on.
Frontstretch.com. Denny, is this your final contract extension?
I would say probably most likely. Yeah. Who knows, but most likely.
You turn 45 in November. There's been lots of talk.
I'm aware.
There's been lots of talk about over the last few years about people in the industry getting burnt out, especially with how long the season is. You got a lot going on your plate. I am curious, at this point in your life, how have you gone about keeping from getting burned out and wanting to do this year after year, especially at this point in your career?
Yeah, good question. I would say it's kind of a twofold thing. Some of it is myself motivating, right? I have goals I'd like to reach in the Cup Series. Really strong relationship with Joe, doing it for them and their family as well to keep going. And then obviously the ability to win week in, week out. That certainly is a high motivating factor in wanting to do this. And certainly, I think about on a weekly basis, would I want to do this if I didn't have the ability or couldn't win as much? It probably would not. The motivation wouldn't be there, but certainly as competitive as I am, I'm motivated by being able to win.
My Place Hotels is proud to be the official hotel partner of Frontstretch. With plush beds, in-room kitchens, and pet-friendly hotels, My Place makes for the perfect pit stop when traveling. Frontstretch fans can use promo code Frontstretch to save 10% on your stay at any of our nationwide properties. Sign up for our Stay Rewarded program to get even more savings. With My Place Hotels, don't just stay rewarded.
Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Come back more for some great racing video content. And if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.